Metter Staffing evolved from a collaboration with Ben Metter and Gene Brady that started back in 1968. It was called Metter Brady Personnel Services. Ben and Gene were determined to be the best, and no potential customer would go without personal attention.
They opened the business, yet the office wasn't quite ready. They had an office space, and there was wires hanging from the ceiling and sheetrock that they had not even really finished the office yet. So Ben is there in his three-piece suit, ready to start the day, and he sees a gentleman walk into the lobby, and there's a phone, and Ben picks up the phone and starts talking on the phone as if he's talking to a customer taking a job order, finding out what the job requirements are, what type of person he's looking for. And he goes into great detail, and he says, well, thank you so much for calling Metter Brady Personnel, and I'll be back in touch with you. And he hangs up the phone, and he looks at the guy, and he goes, can I help you? And he goes, sir, I'm here to hook up that phone.
Through the years, they ran their business with honesty, integrity, and faith in God. The business grew, and they moved several times and added a number of offices and employees.
For him to be able to have locations throughout the region benefits the region. He always finds the right quality individuals to help with the needs of the companies within the area.
The staff at Metter that I've worked with, they've all been good to take their time and learn our culture. And that was what was so crucial for us at the Houston Safety Council, because we really care about that culture. But then it's that on-time delivery. You know, if I need someone to be in my office Monday morning because we've got a shutdown going on and we're processing thousands of people, I want to be sure that that person is someone quality that I can utilize right away. And they're always good about providing that.
They feel a role and a need in the region that supports our workforce development efforts. It puts the right skilled people in the right places that they need to, and that's a lubrication to the economy that really helps this region go. Without that service and that function, it's harder for companies to hire the right people timely and to have that flow of work throughout the region that really keeps business moving. So from an economic development standpoint, we love a company like Metter Staffing and the role that they fill in the whole regional economy.
They were one of the first in the area to provide employees where you could see what you're getting. You know, is this employee going to fit in? Are they going to work out? And that's what I think Ben did for the community. It was really new. It was a new concept back then. We didn't always have temporary workers, you know, where you went in and filled in as a typist for a day or a week or maybe a month. And I think they were really pioneers.
One thing that stayed true throughout the years was the dedication to serving the community. When Metter got involved, they went all in.
They have and continue to just set as an example for so many other companies with their legacy of leadership over the years. And not often is there a program or event or some sort of initiative that Metter's name isn't tied to in some way, shape, or form.
When I was head of the chamber, you could always count on John Phelps and Ben Metter buying tables at an event. So you had two tables in the hole from the get-go, and that's just the kind of people that they are at Metter Staffing.
Obviously, working in the community, you see a lot of companies that participate. In many cases, they'll join the chamber, or they'll sign up for something and have their name there. But there's something different though when a company like Metter Staffing actually sends people and personnel, and they participate on committees. They're involved in the fundraising. They're down at the grassroots level of whatever the organization is trying to accomplish.
Ben came up one day and he said, Bill, Herman, I want to talk to you. I was president of the foundation, Bill president of the chamber. He said, I think I got something that we can raise money at. And he said, it'll go good. It would go to the kids, to the community. Ben said, what is it? He said, a basketball tournament. And so Bill and I looked at one another thinking, yeah, right, a basketball tournament now. So we're going to raise, oh yeah, I think before it's over, we might be able to raise them $500,000 in basketball tournament. I said, well, he said, well, let me tell you about it, and we'll go into some detail. And so Bill and I both looked at one another and said, well, you know, if Ben is committed to it, he set that goal, we got to do it, but $500,000, you really think so? So here we are, you know, 15 years later, the tournament that he started, and it's raised over $2 million to the Pasadena Education Foundation. So, you know, that's the kind of person he is. When he gets the commitment, when he sets that goal, you're going to get on ride with him, because he's going to make that go.
Metter Staffing and the Texas Invitational played a critical role. Originally, they recruited all the volunteers, which the tournament takes over 400 volunteers to run every year. There were Metter employees throughout the tournament everywhere volunteering their time, but the behind-the-scenes piece of the Invitational is what people don't see. Rita, Darla, who both work at Metter Staffing, did a great amount of work over the years with, you know, keeping score, keeping everything organized, sending coaches packets. I mean, all the little things throughout the year that it takes to put on this tournament, they were at the crux of the core of getting everything organized and helping Ben to put on the tournament. You know, Ben was the chairman. He is the epitome of what the tournament is about, and you know, with his employees behind him, it was a perfect combination.
Ben has always been a man that pays attention to detail.
When you see Ben, you see him in the public eye. He looks well put together. You go to his office, his desk is cleared off, clean, everything's organized. And when you go to his house, nothing has changed, right? So, I mean, I've had the perspective to look over there. His yard is perfectly manicured, well kept. Matter of fact, John Matthews owes him a big thank you for all the business that Ben provides. But I've always said I've got some conspiracy theories about Mr. Metter, and that is, you know, so I've got a camera, and it faces out in the front of our yard, right? And you know, and it kind of captures Ben's yard. And when and I said, there's been a couple of times where I go back at night and kind of roll back the film and kind of see some things, and I've always sworn that I've seen in an image of a man, somebody in his landscaping, and it looks just like Mr. Metter, and I swear to God he is out there pruning his trees and his bushes in the middle of the night. I don't think the man sleeps. I think, because every time I get up in the morning I go, when did they trim those trees? Who got through doing that, you know? And I swear, Mr. Metter, I think when he walks out, I think his blades of grass stand up at attention, and he kind of looks over everything, and everybody's in perfect order.
He's a person that makes it clear he's spiritual. Faith is number one, family, friends. And he always talks about what are the important things, and it's faith, family, and friends. And it's also a person who loves his business. But again, that role of his business is about what's best for the community.
He puts God first, family second, and his job third, and a man of integrity, a man of his word, and an all-around community leader and tremendous supporter. He definitely wants to help people.
Whatever Ben says, you can take to the bank. You never have to question where he's coming from. He's never going to try to win at your expense. He's got an amazing heart to be able to connect with people and actually to be able to lift people up. As a leader, I think that's why he's such a magnet, that people are drawn to his vision and his foresight, because his foresight and his vision is not based about Ben Metter. It's based about what's of value to the common cause.
If I think of Ben and his relationship to the entire community and the work that he and Metter Staffing have done in our community, you see their finger in everything. And not because they want credit for it, because they want to build a better community and make this a better place for people to live and to grow and to go to school and go to work. And I think that's always been his commitment. He graduated from here. He's lived here. This is his hometown, and he wants his hometown to be the best it can be.
Love of God, family, friends, and community has made Metter Staffing the wonderful company it is today. Metter has affected thousands of lives and made our community a much better place to live and work.